How you guys doing? This is the Arc'teryx Camosun Parka, and I'll just show you guys the 360 of that with the hood on. This is built into the, for the 24-hour collection, and this is more of a city or urban use parka. Weighs in at 2 pounds 4 ounces as the average weight. Sports 150 denier Gore-tex paclite fabric, and it's $850 filled down. Retail is $650, and I've been contemplating between keeping this. I purchased it at REI, so I've used it about twice, and so far I'm not too impressed with the warmth of this. And I've been looking at the Series SV, Series jacket, and the Fire Bee AR parka because those are much lighter and are much warmer. But I wanted to show you this, and I'll do a little tabletop video on the rest of the video, basically. Thank you. So I've got the Camosun stuffed into its hood, and we're going to weigh that just so you guys know how much it weighs. This is a size large, and this is the biome color, and that weighs in at 2 pounds 7.8 or 2 pounds 8 ounces. And let me pause it and spread the jacket out and show you the features. So it's got a nice adjustable and removable storm hood. It's got some snaps on the back. Got that draw cord on the back part of it as well. And then you've got the cords on the front. And this doesn't have the cohesive flat lock cord locks yet. And it's a very nice piece. This is the biome color, and it's more of that green or olive green color. Got the stitched in emblem, Arc'teryx emblem on the side of the left arm. This is made of 150 denier face fabric, so definitely durable and abrasion resistant. I trust the materials here. Got the Gore-tex trademark on the right sleeve. There's no adjustment on the cuff, but you do have that nice elasticized, basically this will keep out the wind, and it fits really nicely, feels very comfortable. You've got 2 pockets, and this has sort of a brushed material on the inside. And these are not watertight zippers, but the pockets are kind of hidden on the flap, behind this flap. Same on the other side. You've got some zipper pulls as well. So all seams are taped, and you've got a watertight zipper, but it's not a two-way zipper. I find that fully zipped, I feel a little constricted. Now this is not an active piece, so I do agree with one of the reps in Arc'teryx that I was talking to, because I had a couple of complaints with this jacket. This piece is part of the 24 line, which is their urban line. Now this piece is capable of some backcountry, you can use this as highly durable. You can use this for a fairly non-challenging hike, I guess. Obviously the Series and the Fire Bee are warmer and also lighter. This does not have a add something in there. So you don't have a stuff sack, and it wasn't built to be compressed, especially with that 150 denier fabric. This is also made in China, like most of Arc'teryx products. It's got horizontal baffles, which I showed in that Fire Bee AR comparison. This is Coreloft on the side that goes up to the underarms. So it's got that down composite mapping. I believe that the hood, yes, the hood is made of Coreloft. It's got a very nice brim, pretty stiff, similar to that found on their you know, shells like the Alpha FL, Beta LT. So this retails for $650, and got a couple of issues with it in terms of the warmth. I am usually a large in Arc'teryx products, but this jacket is sort of the upgrade to the Therm Parka. When I was first looking into parkas a couple of years ago, I fit the Therm Parka, and that was more of a true parka size, like Canada Goose and Woolrich, and you can layer underneath it for colder temperatures. Now this is a very streamlined, very slim fitting design, and it's built more for style in my opinion. So when I put it on, there's barely any room for layering. You know, like a nice thin piece, like a merino wool piece, or a base layer maybe, or maybe a vest. But what I found also, because I have a shorter, stockier build, 5'8", 200 pounds, I noticed that when I walk and when my arms are kind of flexing, I'll get little cold spots here and there because I'm compressing the down from the inside. So for most of you guys out there, try to fit these in the stores and see how they fit. I was under the impression, or was given the impression by one of the reps, that this was the upgraded version of the Therm Parka with the removable hood, and I just assumed that they would have the same fit. So it doesn't fit like the Therm. The Therm is actually heavier and warmer. This is pretty warm, a pretty warm parka. I did wear this out on a few occasions. It does pretty well with, you know, 32 degrees up to, you know, the high teens. The only thing that I have issues with, and maybe that's more because of the fit, the cold spots on the arms, and because it doesn't have any insulation behind this flap, behind the zipper, I felt some cold spots on the zipper area. When you're walking, because it's a long coat, when your leg moves forward, like when my thigh moves forward, this piece here kind of, you know, bends inward and presses up against my abdominal area. And so this zipper, when it was about 24 degrees that day, started pressing up against my base layer, and I started feeling a cold spot there. So this is probably going back. I mean, this is going back. I bought this at REI, and REI has a really good warranty, and this is going to be returned, and I'm going to be picking between the Series SV, or I mean a Series jacket, and the Firebee AR. This is a good piece though for most people. Very stylish, a nice everyday piece. I personally gravitate more to Arc'teryx products than Canada Goose. I've been checking out Canada Goose for a while because a lot of people are wearing them here in New York. I don't like the fact that it's not a waterproof fabric. This is definitely waterproof. This is Gore-tex, very durable. Gore-tex 150 denier with a paclite backing, or paclite membrane. There are no additional draw cords down by the hem, but there is, and there is no draw cord in the middle of this. So it's a pretty basic fit. There's no way to kind of adjust that if you wanted to go take this, you know, snowboarding or skiing. May not be the piece for that because you don't have that kind of powder skirt effect where you can cinch it down in the middle. And that's pretty much it. So I actually decided to bring out my Thorium SV, which I think is probably one of the best winter jackets out there. It's 1 pound 5 ounces for the size large. So if you paired this up with a lightweight shell, like a Beta LT, I use a Beta AR with it right now, in extra large. I think the Beta SL can also accommodate that. So basically, this weighs 1 pound 5 ounces, and you can get a 13 ounce to a pound on a shell that can fit this, like an extra large would fit this, and you can make your own waterproof parka. It's a little bit shorter than the Camosun. It's about 3 inches shorter from shoulder to the hem, but it's got the draw cord adjustment, which the Camosun doesn't have. So for those who are looking for an all-around piece and don't want to spend as much money as the series parkas and those the Firebee, you have this thorium. I've never done a review of this really. I have it as in an overview. Probably will do that soon. Had this for a while now. This is actually the original iteration of the thorium. I want to show you the difference on the loft. So the thorium actually has more loft than the Camosun, but the Camosun is waterproof and windproof, which the thorium is not, and that's why I suggest just using a shell over this. It's also made of down composite mapping. Retails for $425 now. The first version was $400, and the newer versions are slightly longer, I believe, and slightly heavier because they have added a little bit more down and a thicker face fabric. This is a 40D ripstop nylon, and it's held up really well so far, and it's very warm. I use this personally. I use this down to from 10 degrees up to about 28. It gets a little uncomfortable after 28 degrees. It's just too warm. So this would probably be 15 degree to 32 degree piece, in my opinion. And the Camosun, I've worn this down to 16 degrees with a base layer, and up to maybe 32 would be a pretty good temperature range. So it's pretty warm, but at the price range that we're looking at, there's a lot of options online on past season parkas from Arc'teryx and other companies. As an all-around everyday piece, it's pretty good. It's a nice slim fit, fits well with workwear like your blazers and suits. There's different colors of this too. I like the gray color, but this is the Biome. This is from REI, and it cost $350 when I got it. They had some coupons. I think they still have this available on their website for about $453, and it's in this color in large and extra large. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and get out there. We're gonna be looking to doing some ice climbing soon, and more like outdoor stuff, and I just don't think that this is the piece for that. So I may just wind up returning all the heavier parkas and sticking with my gear that I already have. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.